Hi guys, it's Queen Jelly here and welcome back to the Toy Box. As a reminder, these videos are intended for adult collectors like myself. The reason I put that in this particular video is because at the end we will be doing a little bit of customizing of our doll. This method is you can cut but don't necessarily need to cut depending on how you do it type of non-alteration customization thing, but I just want to put it out there in case you just to, put it out there because, customizing dolls is kind of a big deal and you don't want to do that and potentially ruin your doll. So make sure that you're someone that, either is buying your own dolls or is willing to, whatever. But anyway, like I said, this method shouldn't damage your doll anyway, but still. Today's doll is going to be Robin Sterling. This is one of the dolls from the Walmart exclusive special edition slumber party. As you can see, she is missing her sleeping bag though, and so she was a little bit cheaper at my Walmart, and her box is like scratched to heck. But that is why I've chosen to do a alteration at the end to kind of give this video a little bit more zhuzh, since part of the doll is missing. So let's just take a quick look over at the box and then we'll get her out of it because she's going to be so much prettier without this garbage around her. And yeah. So of course we have your Collect the Rainbow, and it says Robin Sterling, Series 1, because she's Series 1 of the dolls, of the Slumber Party dolls, her special edition sticker. Her and her friends down here, which I already have, Brianna and probably are the only two that I'm going to have. Because I wasn't even going to get Miss Robin here, but she's just one of those dolls that I couldn't pass up when I saw her on sale. Especially because I don't really use the sleeping bag for Brianna anyway, so if I was going to be missing something, I'd rather it be the sleeping bag than her second outfit. So here is a picture of the three of them on the back. It is holographic as usual. It says Rainbow High Slumber Party, and then down here it says meet the leader of the super secret sleepover society at Rainbow High. They're all about spa days, hot gossip, and total relaxation. So that is the three of them back there: Brianna, Marissa Golding, and Robin. All right, so I'm going to get her out of the box and then we will talk more about her. Alright, and there she is out of her box. For a hot second, I was a little nervous that some of her stuff, like her stand and stuff, might have been also lost, because I couldn't remember exactly how they were packaged, but not to worry, everything was where it should be. Her stand and extra hangers, which I need to get out, were behind the box all the way, so they weren't lost, and her comb was packaged right behind her. So here is Miss Robin. She has beautiful blue hair, like super light blue hair. You can see like how light it is when you put it next to like Hallie, and see how like dark her ocean blue is hair, but it's still lighter than Daphne's like mint hair, because it kind of, when it's by itself, almost looks kind of minty, but when you put it between those two, it definitely stands out as its own shade. This blue looks amazing against this darker skin color. It really makes both of them pop out just astoundingly. This is what I've been talking about. Like, I really wanted a darker doll with a lighter skin, or with a lighter, like, so a darker skin tone with a lighter color palette to match it. And she's just stunning. She has some little light blue hairs here to go along the side, some baby hairs. Looks like mine has some nice rooting. Alright, and then for her face, let's get rid of our little bit of fisheye there. Alright, so we zoom in and she has blue eyeshadow with a silver sequence above it for her cut crease. She has dark brown eyebrows, very light blue eyes. These actually match her color scheme beautifully, which again is something, if you guys have probably heard me talk about, is that I wish I did with all of the Rainbow High dolls, and they just made their eyes match their hair colors. So I love that she has an almost matching color blue. And then she has, for her, a nude colored lip. It's a little bit, you know, just a little bit of color, not too much, which is nice in a sleepover doll. You know, you don't want them to be too make-upped, but you also want her to look nice when she's dressed up in her other outfits as well. All right, then on the side, she also has pearl earrings. These are different pearl earrings, but I say also because Brianna had a style of pearl earrings. So she has pearl earrings with a little stud hanging from the bottom, and they are both the same. Beautiful. And then for her first outfit, she has this beautiful rainbow high necklace, which I didn't even know she had. I did not, because, you know, it's covered up by her fur, so I didn't even know that that was a thing. And with most of my rainbow highs, if they do have a necklace, they get to keep that necklace no matter what they wear. Necklaces are something that are very personal to my dolls. Some of them get to change around earrings and stuff. It just depends on the outfit, but their necklaces tend to stay on them. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they're not exactly easy to take on and off, and I don't want to take them on and off and break them or anything like that, but also just it's a nice touch to keep that with the doll. Then she has the best piece, which is this gorgeous, beautiful, like dressing gown, I guess you would call it. That's like this sheer, and it's like fluffy, and it very much gives off rich widow vibes. I'm sorry, but that's what it does. And it's in this gorgeous blue color, and I love it a lot. I believe this is all supposed to be inspired by like Tiffany & Co., which is what her sleeping bag is definitely inspired by, which I don't have, but again, like we talked about at the beginning, I'm just taking the tabs off so that we can get this disconnected from the rest of her clothes, because I did not realize it was attached to her clothes like that. So this right here, let's see. Is it? I'm trying to figure out if it's a real tie or if there is some way for me to open it without having to take or to unbow it, but I don't think that there is. I think it is a real bow on the front. Sorry, I just found some more ties. Hold on. Because it definitely goes all the way around the back. I'm not seeing any Velcro, but it's not coming untied easily either. Hopefully I didn't just ruin it if it wasn't supposed to come untied. Does it have a plastic, is it, oh, it's plastic tabbed shut, I think. Sorry, let's put that over here. Okay, so it was plastic tied shut so that it would stay closed in the package, but that is how you get it on off of her, is by opening that up. And it is a loose ribbon, so I feel like that is something that's potentially going to get lost, so just be wary of that. All right. And it's still attached to her. Everything's attached to her, but this, oddly enough, is attached by string instead of by plastic tabs. But that's a good thing because they made it so that they're just pull-aways. So I just had to pull this apart and it just slid out. So they didn't knot the fabric, they just tied it down so that in theory her necklace would stay in place. But the problem wasn't her necklace, it was her beautiful furry trim that covered the necklace up. All right, so we're gonna slide this off. Maybe now finally it will come off. I know why she doesn't want to give it up because it's gorgeous, but we need to give it up for the sake of the review, my love. All right, so we're gonna slide it off. And she has these beautiful blue nails while we're looking at her hands. And then her undershirt or her nightgown is this beautiful pattern. This matches her sleeping bag, by the way. So this is kind of what the pattern was inside. Number 2, Rainbow Paris. Beautiful. And all sorts of gorgeous jewelry all around on her trims. Very high end, very beautiful, gorgeous. I don't know if every single one is printed the same or if they're all uniquely printed because of it being this type of print. It is possible that it is either way. All right, and then under her nightie, we have some shorts that have that same print on them. And this is obviously supposed to be, or so I've been told, I hate to say obviously because I wouldn't have known it without hearing that. This is a very similar to the color Tiffany blue. So that's kind of what they're going for, is like Tiffany and Chanel and high-end brands like that. All right. And then we come down to her gorgeous bunny slippers. They're a little, they are flocked, so they are soft, but because they're on that hard plastic, they're not soft flocking. Okay, they both have that, where they kind of have little, almost snaky butts right behind their tails. That's kind of an odd, like, you see that patch right there that's not flocked? That's kind of weird, but they both have it. The flocking must have just missed it when it was going by because of the tail. Interesting, but that's okay. I have a pair of shoes that only one has gold paint on the soles, and I didn't even notice it until later. It's this one. It's the one that Laurel's wearing right now. Look, only one of the shoes has the gold paint. I don't know what happened, but the whole sole is not painted. Yeah, these are the ones from the closet. All right. Anyway, so there are her bunny slippers. So they are flocked, but they're not super soft or fluffy or anything like that, because they are just like a thin flock. It almost, you know what it feels like to me? It feels like fake grass. Like, it feels like fake grass. I'm sorry, I don't have another way to describe it, but they are adorable. They have these little black jewel eyes. So those look like the same molds as the earrings that we see in a lot of the rainbow hives, where they look like actual gems being held on with studs, which is kind of crazy to have actual gems on your slippers, but you know what? I don't put that past Robin. She's very high class like that. And then she has these adorable little socks with these frills at the top, and they are white socks. I'll just slide this off so we can see her beautiful white socks all the way around. Amazing. All right, so there is Robin so far. I'm gonna pause here, get her into her second outfit and onto her stand, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we now have Robin in her second outfit, and on her stand, and her comb that matches her stand, of course, and then her clips are a little bit lighter color than those, so she kind of has the darker here and the lighter there. I feel like these are a little bit more greeny than her hair, but you know, that's not the important part. But yay, more hangers, because I'm still salty that they don't have hangers. Anyway, and by they I mean the Shadow High collection don't have hangers for some reason. So here is Robin. I don't know how I feel about her second look. It still gives me Rich Widow vibes for sure. But like this top gives me like working girl vibes, but this bottom part gives me like still like heading to like bed vibes. Like these look like pajama bottoms. Like I kind of wish that these were like her bottoms with the nightie, and then maybe she had a second pair of pants completely differently. And plus these shoes keep popping off, which is funny because they're the same shoes that I have on my Brianna, and I'm not having any issues with them over here. I don't know if it's because of the tights or what, but I just strangely, my shoes do not want to stay on my Robin. But so here she is. She has this white tied off fake button front shirt, which they are actually buttoned on, but it does Velcro in the back as opposed to open with those buttons. Just going around to show you. And then she has these like 3/4 length sleeves that are they? Yeah, they would be 3/4 length that she rolled up so that they only go to her elbow. And then down here, so she has visible waist, which is really cute. I like that. Very chic. And then she has these soft, like silky pajamas, which this is a real drawstring to do her pants up. There's also a little bit of elastic inside, so it does tend to stay cinched, so you don't have to tie it, but you can actually tie it with that as well. And then down here are those shoes, which are really cute, but they just keep falling off. But they have these little fluffy tops, and then this long blue heel with white bottoms. So, like I said, they are really cute. They just keep falling off, so it's kind of frustrating. So I think we'll probably be restyling her along with her her new hairstyle. Now, There is one thing I'm a little disappointed about is in order for me to give her her hairstyle, I am going to have to take this off, which I did leave on my Brianna, but you can just, it does have an elastic band underneath it, so it is able to be re-put on around their heads. It just isn't going to be attached to the top. But I still want to go ahead and give her that restyling, just because, like I said, that kind of gives something extra to this video. It also is, this is a doll that I got that I love, don't get me wrong, but she wasn't one that was necessarily on my I need to have list. So if I'm going to restyle one, it's going to be Miss Brianna here. Plus the restyle design is not that different than her original design. It's still a high pony, but it's just going to be adding some bangs into the front, but it's a style that adds bangs into the front without having to cut your doll's hair, or if you do cut your doll's hair, it's a very minimal cut just to get them kind of even here in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and get her hair softened up and get some of this gel out of it so I can do the restyling, and then I will show you that when I get back. And of course, I realized that I forgot to talk about this at all. She does come with a sleep mask, which will look really cute actually when it gets pulled down, that has the little stitch on eye so that it looks like she's sleeping when it's on her face, which is really cute. So yeah, all right. So there is Miss Brianna, and we will be back with her at some point. I don't know how long this is going to take, so I don't know when I will be getting that clip added on, but you guys will see it immediately after this. All right. Okay, so here is my restyled Robin. So I didn't do too much to her. I still gave her the same top. I just switched out for some little bit more casual jeans, and I gave her, so these are from the closet, and then these shoes are actually from the Jet Dawson limited edition doll. So what I was trying to do was give her these bangs. So it was a no-cut bangs tutorial, basically, where you take the hair and you turn it into the party pony, which Robin basically already had, but then you kind of tie some extra hair up into it that allows it to then, so you take a section of the high pony down, turn it into the bangs, and then loop it back in and kind of tie it off. It looks really cute. I like how it gave her the bangs. I think it was a lot more work than I think it really enhanced her with, especially because I did put her sleep mask back on. The sleep mask actually helps hold the bangs in really nice, and it makes them look like really clean and like they belong there. But at the same time, it also does cover them up a little bit depending on where it's sitting. But right now I actually finally got it in a place that I like. And then the only thing I don't like is how, like, I don't know how to cover this up because it is the front part of the pony that is needed to make the bangs. So those kind of like stick out. Once her hair's a little bit drier, I might be able to style it a little bit better so that, you know, they're not as obvious. But right now this is what I have. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling super about the back of her head, but I do like how it looks on the front. So, and I guess in the end, that's all that really matters, right? So yeah, I'm really happy overall with my Robin. I think, you know, I would have been happy with her either way, but I'm glad that I got her a little bit cheaper and didn't have some pieces that are just going to sit around anyway. So would have been nicer, obviously, to get her at the full price. I mean, at a cheaper price with those, of course. But, you know, this is what we have. And I know she's definitely going to be added to some of my favorite dolls. I love Rainbow High. But I hate that their eyes look like they're always looking up. Unless you get, like, even when you get, like, straight on them, because all their eye color is below their eye. So they always look like they're looking up. So they're always giving, like, I don't know, like, angry looks sometimes. It depends on the angle you have them at. But, like, right now I'm not getting, like, the face angle that I like. But anyway, that's just a small minor gripe. But yeah, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I love her blue color. I love her skin tone. I love all of her outfit pieces. I just think that they were very, they're very high end. And I think this just gives me very sleepover vibes, which is what she's supposed to be. So that's perfect, but it just didn't really fit for like a day-to-day look. So that's why I swapped out her pants. And then the shoes wouldn't stay on, so that's why I gave her these shoesies instead. These shoes are really pretty. They're full rainbow. I do have my hairspray back here because I was going to spray her hair if the bangs wouldn't stay, but I did get them to stay pretty well. So, and also that's the nice thing about it was a no alteration hairstyle. So I can always take them down if I change my mind on it and really don't like how it looks once it dries, and either try it again or just not do it at all, because it was a no modification hairstyle. So she is intact as she was, minus a lot of brushing and a lot of washing. So her hair's still wet at this point, but it's super soft now because I did condition it and brush it out. So again, hopefully it'll look a little bit neater and I can style a little bit more once it's dry. What I'm trying to do is maybe like put some loops on either side of the pony to kind of make them look like intentional, but also the pony isn't like as high as I kind of wanted it to be, but I feel like with the eye mask, which I really feel is important to keep on her, I can't really make it any higher than it is. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, once it's, oh wow, just parting those, yeah, they're a little messy, but just parting those looks so much better already. And then I just, like I said, once it's dry, I will be able to even those out and get rid of some of those flyaways, but that's kind of hard to do while it's still damp. Yes, styling is best done when it's damp, but it's hard to like see where it's gonna lay when it's dry. So I just dry it out and then take just a little bit of water and dampen it again before I restyle it. So, and this is her hair from up here. For some reason it keeps springing back here, but this is, I kind of tried to remake how her hair originally was, where it tied around the bottom and then tied up into the pony at the top. So it still gave us like these around the outside rings. Which also I'd like to point out that she did have baby hairs all the way around, despite the fact that in the packaging, the way that they had it, you couldn't see the baby hairs on the other side. You could only see it on this side. So I do like that. I was very appreciative of the fact that they painted all the baby hairs, even the ones you couldn't see, because now that she's restyled, you can see all of them. Or you can see all of them if you move her bangs around. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really happy with her. I'm happy with her restyle, and I'm just happy with her in general, even if she wasn't restyled. So there is Robin. Thank you for listening to me blather on. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so that you can find us next week, and comment down below what you'd like to see in a future video. All right. Bye, guys.